Howdy, all my nieces and nephews. It's your Uncle Perry. And you know what that means. It's time for another scary-ass story. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more spooky tales like this. Also, like the video and share it with folks that like other scary shit. I appreciate it. Now, let's get creepy! New Year's Nightmare by yours truly, Uncle Perry. Every year, me and a few friends get together for New Year's. We grab some chairs and a few beers and climb up on the roof to watch the fireworks. We live in Florida, so it's not super cold or anything. Last year, it was 72 degrees at midnight. I know, you suck. This year, I wanted to spice it up a little. I wanted to get some of those New Year's hats and horns and pass them out to my friends and have a little fun, instead of just saying, Happy New Year. So, I set off to the nearest grocery store. I've seen little New Year's sections at virtually every store I've been to lately. It shouldn't be hard to find them. They're usually near the beer part of the store. As I'm walking down the aisle, I hear a baby crying. I know, nothing unusual there. Folks always bring their kids with them to the grocery store. But this baby cry was different. It was kind of gurgly, like it had a cold or something. Whatever, not my monkey, not my circus. I'm looking for party favors. I trudge on, but I keep hearing this creepy baby cry. It gets softer, then louder, then softer again. I guess the mom is shopping and walking down the aisles. I don't have kids, so I'm not really familiar with what causes babies to cry. I'm guessing if they're sick, they cry. This one sounded sick. Really sick. Still looking for New Year's stuff, I rounded a corner and looked down the aisle. I saw a baby crawl across the other end of the aisle and disappear around the corner. We got a runner. I don't usually get involved in other people's business, but someone not paying attention will run their cart into him and hurt him. I ran to where I saw the baby disappear, sliding to a stop at the end of the aisle. I looked around to rescue the infant, but he was gone. What the fuck? It couldn't have been more than 3, maybe 4 seconds from where I got to where he disappeared. I didn't see any moms or dads holding a baby. Hell, it was New Year's Eve. The store wasn't very crowded to begin with. What I did see on the end cap where the baby had disappeared was the New Year's section of the store. Finally, I got the package with everything included. Hats, horns, some fireworks, balloons, glasses, noisemakers, the whole thing. This is going to be so cool. I can't wait. My New Year's parties aren't huge, just a few friends getting together, having some beers, and reminiscing over what happened throughout the year. At around 9 p.m., everyone had arrived. The hats and horns were passed out, and everyone was having a great time. I had to get things ready for the midnight finale on the roof. I went to the garage to grab the ladder. As I was leaving the garage, I heard a baby cry. My neighbors had kids, but they weren't infants. Where was that coming from? The sound was fairly loud, so it had to be nearby. I didn't have much time to look for it, as midnight was getting close. I set up the ladder outside the back porch and rested it on the edge of the roof. I advised everyone to grab their things and head to the roof to watch the fireworks. At 1:15 till midnight, everyone was herded onto the roof. I know, it's a little dangerous when you've been drinking, but I like to live on the edge. We had blankets we were sitting on to protect our butts from the gravelly roof tile. Some fireworks were already going off. From the garage area, I heard the baby cry again. It sounded like the baby cry at the store earlier. Gurgly, snotty, breathy, man, well, just gross. I asked my friend Terry if he could hear it. He said yes, but didn't understand why someone would have their baby outside at midnight. Maybe for the same reason we're outside at midnight, to show the baby the fireworks? I don't know. The crying continued. It started out sporadic, but as it got closer to midnight, the crying intensified. It was 2 minutes to midnight, and the crying was almost constant. It was also getting louder, like it was between us and the garage. I heard the aluminum ladder creak between Flemy's sobs. Someone was climbing up the ladder, but everyone was on the roof already. It must be a neighbor crashing the party. I get along with my neighbors, so that's okay. The ladder stopped creaking, and I could hear the crunching of the roof tiles as they walked toward the front of the house where we were. Except the crunching was much softer than ours when we walked over. It sounded like an animal of some sort. I was curious and torn. I wanted to investigate it, but it was too close to midnight. The countdown started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's 5. 4, 3, 2. Suddenly, I heard the baby shriek. This time, it was a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream, and everyone heard it. Startled and terrified, we jerked our heads around simultaneously. As the fireworks lit the sky, we looked back toward the pitch of the roof and saw it. It was the baby I saw at the store, grinning at us. Its face was contorted and mangled and oozing what looked like bloody snot. Everyone was frozen in fear. The crying had stopped, or maybe I couldn't hear it over the fireworks. I broke out of my terrified trance and stumbled to the rooftop. I went to the peak where I saw the creature baby. It was gone. But in its place was some bloody goo, some pieces of flesh, and a bloody sash that said, "Happy New Year." As I discovered it, I heard the ladder creak again. What the fuck is going on? I rushed to the ladder, nearly falling off the roof, and saw the grotesque infant crawling away at an incredible speed. It was moving faster than I could run. It was freaky as hell. The bubbling crying continued until it faded into the woods behind my house. By now, everyone was standing at the peak, looking down at me with palms up questioningly. I looked back at the sash, and it was gone. I returned to the party with a shocked look on my face. Everyone asked if I was okay. I told them I was fine, but I'd lost my balance and almost fell off the roof. After that, we didn't do New Year's on the roof anymore. Howdy, all my nieces and nephews. How the hell are you? It's your Uncle Perry. I already fucked up my intro. Maybe I should have looked over my intro first. Dumb. Howdy, all my nieces and nephews. It's your Uncle Perry. And you know what that means. It's time for another scary-ass story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos for more spooky shit like this. Also, like the video and share it with friends that have other spooky shit. Howdy, all my nieces and nephews. It's your Uncle Perry. And you know what that means. It's time for another scary-ass story. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more spooky shit like this. Also, like my channel and subscribe it for more spooky shit. That's what I just said. I said it again. Bleh. I guess the mom is shopping and walking down the aisles. I don't have kids, so I'm not really familiar with it. I'm guessing if they're sick, they cry. This one sounded sick. Really sick. I lost my spot. Shit! What I did see on the end cap, where the baby had disappeared, was the New Year's section of the From the garage area, I heard the baby cry again. It sounded like the baby cried at the fuck store shit. Jesus! I heard the aluminum ladder creak between the phlegmy sobs. Shit. Some pieces of flesh and a bloody sash that said, Happy New Year. As I discovered it, it hurt. Shit. Fucking man.